So welcome to my first reaction to the series premiere of Titans, which is obviously the new Teen Titans show that's coming to the DC streaming service in the US, but since I'm from the UK, it's on Netflix, so that's kind of how we're all getting it over here. Yeah, I'm really hyped to see how this goes. I think it's gotten pretty good reviews, and I know it got a lot of hate, but I actually really enjoyed the trailers we got. I did a reaction to the first one, and I really like the Teen Titans anyway. And I won't claim to be like the biggest fan in the world, and I know like everything about all of them. But I'm a huge fan of Nightwing, so I'm really hoping we see that kind of transition over the course of this show. I'm a huge fan of Beast Boy as well. He's one of my favourite DC characters. And I'm somewhat familiar with Starfire a bit. I watched the cartoon in like the early to mid noughties, and I loved that. That's kind of my main, exposure to the Teen Titans. And outside of that, I watch a lot of Marvel stuff, I watch a lot of DC stuff. In terms of comics, I don't read that much. But when I do normally, I tend to go more towards DC stuff. Mainly Batman. I do get like some Marvel stuff, like Carnage and everything, but I do overall kind of prefer the stories in DC, graphic novels, etc. That's because the Joker is one of my favourite fictional characters of all time. So I've read a bit of like Nightwing and stuff, and the Arkham games is how I also got familiar with this kind of universe. So outside of all that, I also knew Starfire from the 2011 run of Red Hood and the Outlaws, which is why there's a picture of that Red Hood that I drew on the wall. I know a lot of people didn't like that Starfire, but that's kind of where I knew her from, outside of the cartoon I watched when I was little. But yeah, I love all the characters in the Teen Titans, so I'm really excited to see this show kind of give its own kind of spin on the characters. I know it's kind of dark, and there's this whole fuck Batman controversy, but people can accept Gotham as like an Elseworlds thing, an Otherworld thing, a different way of telling Batman's origin. So I feel like if I just look at Titans as a different kind of spin on the Teen Titans story, you could probably get a lot more enjoyment out of it. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And yeah, I've heard good things, so I am really excited to check it out, because I've been hyped for this for a long time. So yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, so without further ado, let's check it out. How do people do this kind of stuff? I struggle to get out of bed. I like how the flying went out as they fall. Nice. This is where it has like comic book lettering that says Splat.
He's been pushing off getting a partner since he got here a month ago. Some shit about his last one or something.
So Gotham likes to work alone. Gotham? Jesus.
Wonder who his previous partner was.
What happened to his last partner?
It's because you're scared of me.
Oh. Yeah.
I am not scared.
Oh.
Sorry, Mama.
I don't care about your emotional issues.
Well, fuck you.
Weirdo.
But that is not who you are.
Oh.
Let my mom go.
Hello.
This woman is not your mother.
Don't do that.
There. Now that's better.
Whoa. Oh. Well. That's unfortunate. Child abuser. Well, kidding. Nice. Most shows would take a whole episode to get to the costume reveal.
Leave the guns.
Like that he was like, I'm only here for this guy, and then beats everyone else up. Oh!
Cut your key again. Fuck Batman.
Oh. I mean, I didn't actually mind the whole fuck Batman thing, although I do feel like that was a bit out of place in that scene. But I'm okay with him saying that.
We've got enough of our own regular problems here. Come on, guys. Back to work. I need to talk to you for a sec, man. Sure can.
Well, some people just aren't very grateful. Graceful. No, pan doesn't work. Skip.
Shelter saved my life.
Is she dodgy?
It's okay.
Is it though?
Hi there. How you doing? Word on the street
Here
is I'm playing baseball
we
with bricks and cop cars.
Go.
You're the boy from the circus.
Triggered. I think they're kind of doing what the Defenders did with Netflix and Marvel, where they're not all going to like meet this very first one. It'll take like a couple of episodes for them to all come together. She not remember who she is or something.
Florian. Jetzt bringen Sie mich aber in Verlegenheit, Frau Anders.
I like that we're kind of working out the mystery at the same time as she is. And that there was a reason that she's wearing this outfit, even though some people can't seem to process that information in their minds. Is this Raven? Or Rachel? Whee! Well, that's going to cost you on the bill. Oh!
Novel plan.
Oh my. She's having a cracking time.
Someone killed my mom.
Gravity killed his mum.
I'm alone now.
You'll have friends soon. In 7, 8, 9 episodes. And that's young Jace from Shadowhunters. Glad to see him get more work.
But eventually I had to walk away
Why?
because I was becoming too much like him.
Saving himself.
So you're not really, huh?
What?
An asshole.
Don't tell. It'll kill my rap.
Yeah. Well, your secret's safe with me.
Is she gonna die? I thought she was gonna die.
Ada,
They might have a little thing, then she'll
we're gonna
die.
transfer you.
Is this guy gonna be dodgy? I don't trust anyone in the show. I don't know why. Oh. Don't do that. Oh. I'll maybe do. I think he's dodgy. Oh no. God's sake.
Who am I?
I'm Batman.
How are you?
I loved you.
She's just not that into you, mate. Whoa, bitch. Here we go. Whoa. Damn. Do we even need a team? She could just do it all on her own. That must smell great in there. Yeah, it is Raven. Make sure, yeah. I feel like that should have burnt up, but I'll allow it. I mean, it's a bit burnt, I think. Oh no. Thanos has spread to the DC universe as well.
I have to save us all.
If you say so. Stealth kill, 25 XP. Level up.
I will lay your heart beside the heart of a beast.
Why? You can do that. This guy's a bit odd, isn't he? Rachel!
Rachel!
Where is she?
Rachel, open the door!
Oh no. It's me after a night out.
What happened?
I don't know.
He tripped and fell. And all his guts came out.
Says there's no such thing as monsters.
I think she was wrong.
I agree. Can't help but notice the green animals on the screen. So I have a feeling I know who this is going to be. And I'm excited. Aww, kitty.
Okay.
That guy's a mood. There he is. Still, let's get a game he wanted. Well, I'm going to be 100% honest and say I absolutely fucking loved it. I thought it was brilliant. So well done. I was worried about some like the visual effects and stuff, but I actually thought it looked pretty good. Probably more than pretty good. I thought it looked really, really great. Of course, Beast Boy is my favourite of the Teen Titans, so of course he's in it for a fucking minute at the end. Oh, that's a shame. But we'll see more of him. You know, he'll show up again. Interested to see how he'll cross paths with everyone else and how Starfire will cross paths with Raven and Robin, or Dick and Raven, or Dick and Rachel. Everyone has loads of different names. Yeah, I'm excited to see them all kind of come together. And I'm glad they didn't just have like a whole rushed episode where they all kind of meet in a 50-minute thing and then that's that. Because I don't think that would have worked as well. I'm glad that they kind of taken their time with it. So I think this is like 12, 13 episodes this first season, and it's been renewed for season 2 already, so that's always good. And I'm glad because I really, really liked this. It flew by, 50 minutes just like that. Nuts. Yeah. I just loved the direction they took with it. I know some people won't be happy with this, you know, and that's fine. It may be too dark for you. They may, you know, like I said, I'm not completely, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, knowledgeable about all the lore and absolutely everything about all these characters and stuff. And I do believe they've changed quite a bit up and they've taken liberties with, you know, the source material, as most things do. And some people won't be happy about that, and, you know, you can understand that, but if you look at it like Gotham, which is like a different, very different version of, like, the Batman story, I think, hopefully you'd find some enjoyment in it, and I absolutely loved this from start to finish. Really well paced. It's probably a good thing that they didn't, you know, focus on all of, like, the main characters right from the off, because Beast Boy only got that little bit at the end. I'm sure he'll get like an episode of his own in a way eventually. But I really loved the focus on Raven and Robin. I don't want to just call him Dick because then no one would take my comments seriously. But you know, maybe I will. What should I talk about first? Well, just like the production values, I thought it looked great. Yes, some scenes were dark. Yeah. A lot of it set at night, but I don't really mind that. I don't get why that should be a bad thing. Like, some scenes would look better at night. That's just how it is. You wouldn't want the ending of A Quiet Place to be set during the day, would you? Where would the tension be? So yeah, I thought it looked great. I thought the performances as a whole were really good. Music, probably hit and miss, in all honesty. Some of it worked, some of it felt a bit jarring to me. Fight choreography, I know there wasn't loads and loads, but I thought it was pretty cool. I really liked the final kind of shot where Robin's staff kind of explodes and knocks those two guys out. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, like I said, the CGI and the effects and stuff I thought looked really, really cool. Especially when Starfire's powers started like activating. I mean, you could tell that wasn't like a real tiger or whatever at the end. But you know, it's green, so you should think it's not real. But I thought like the effects of him changing back and stuff looked really good. So I'm glad. That would probably take a lot out of the experience if they didn't look convincing, or at least passable. So I thought the whole thing looked great. I liked the way it was written. I really liked the focus on Raven. She's probably, just based on this one episode, she's probably the most interesting character so far. So yeah, I loved kind of getting an insight about that. I thought the effects when she went like looked really cool as well. And getting an insight into like her state of mind, I found that really interesting. And I thought her relationship with her mum was actually really well established at the start of the episode, and then to see it like cruelly taken away, and lots of mysteries being set up throughout this episode as well, like what the hell was going on with Starfire, why is she after Raven, what was she doing with all these guys, and you know, she didn't remember herself after that car crash or something. So I'm glad we kind of had some of the gaps filled in as she was getting them filled in for herself as well. I thought that was very nicely done. But yeah, I liked Raven as a character. I thought she was really interesting. And I thought Robin was cool as well. I really like his costume. I know Robin's not like a favourite amongst a lot of people. Some people find him quite annoying. I actually quite like Robin, so that probably helps when it comes to Teen Titans. But yeah, I thought he was really cool in this. I will say I am a defender of the whole fuck Batman mentality, even though Batman's my favourite superhero. Spider-Man a close second. It's nice that they're doing something a bit different, and I feel like they've fallen out in the comics a lot before anyway. You know, it's not too much of a stretch. Maybe it's them trying to be dark with the whole, oh, fuck Batman. I'm kind of defended that. Seeing it in the context of the scene, I think it was a bit out of place, because they mentioned Batman, then they had this whole big fight, and then Robin was like, you know, prey on any more kids or something and I'll find you, and then he said fuck Batman. So I feel like he needed to say that actually when Batman was being mentioned earlier, or not at all, so it did feel kind of out of place in context of the scene. The whole mentality behind the line I don't mind. The way it was used in the scene, I would have to say, was a bit forced for me. Not too bad, but I would understand if people didn't like that. So yeah, I thought he was interesting. I thought the actor was good. I liked the kind of banter, if you will, with his new partner. I feel like they're going to explore that a bit more. I mean, I know he'll get with Starfire eventually, but maybe there'll be a romance with them. I feel like she might die, but who knows. So I liked that, seeing the flashbacks of his parents' death as well. I feel like we'll probably get more flashbacks throughout the show. That'd be nice to see. Even flashbacks to all the other characters would be great as well. But yeah, I thought he was pretty cool. I loved the kind of parallels with him and Raven, both, you know, not having parents and stuff. I'm sure that'll be like a nice bond with them, and I really liked their relationship in this. And then yeah, Starfire, like I said, I liked learning what was going on with her at the same time she did. I thought she was very intuitive. She could hold her own. She was pretty badass. And that controversial outfit, the stripper outfit or whatever, that's what people have been calling it. You know, they even said like she was gonna get her like proper comic like look eventually. I don't know if they'll get it this season, but eventually. But you know, that whole outfit was clearly part of like her fitting in with that guy and whatever was going on with that, which I'm sure we'll get a bit more answers about eventually. And yet still people just complained. People just like complaining. That is, you know, that's fandom nowadays. People just like to be annoyed with things, and apparently it's cool to just hate everything. And if you want to be a downer in that respect, you do that, but I would like to see the positives in things. So yeah, I thought she was pretty badass in this, actually, and I'm looking forward to seeing her kind of meet up with everyone else along with Beast Boy. I'm glad we got some Beast Boy in this episode. That's really cool, and they ended with him. I do think he's going to be my favourite, because it's my favourite character out of all of them anyway. And yeah, I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and probably the comic relief that we're going to need. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, great seeing everyone. I thought it all looked great. I really liked where the plot was going. There's a lot of mysteries still and gaps that need to be filled in, but I've got a whole season to answer them. And I'm very, very intrigued to get those answers. And I just thought overall, this was a really, really strong start, and I'm really, really excited to see the show continue and see what they're going to do with this and see everyone come together and hopefully by the end of the season be the Titans. So yeah, it's cool. And I know we're going to get like Hawk and Dove, I think is the very next episode. You know, other like comic book characters, and Jason Todd's going to crop up at some point, episode 7 I think, which I'm very excited about as a big Red Hood fan. I know he's not going to be Red Hood, but you know. But it's good kind of setting it at this point in like Robin's career, if you will. Because he'd have had these connections with other superheroes, so we don't need to see origin stories for absolutely every superhero we meet, because they would have been around for a while. Really like that. So I think they've been very smart in when they set the show. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I loved basically everything about it. You know, it wasn't perfect. Some of the music was a bit off, and like I said, some lines and stuff felt a bit forced. But overall, I thought that was great. Really, really liked it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the rest of the season. This was an awesome start, in my opinion. So yeah, I am hyped. I am ready. Titans, I am on board. Well done. I'm so glad it turned out to be good, because I've been really excited about this. Yeah, loved it. Cannot wait for more. Thanks for watching.